Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you my no glue treat pouch. So yeah, that's right, it has no glue, so it's handy for those people who don't want to get all messy and tacky. But this cute little project holds one of these Ritter Sports bars. They're the tiny ones. I got these from, and I saw somebody refer to this the other day and it really made me smile, is that online store that sells everything. There's also a rainforest named after it, but I thought that was brilliant. But yeah, so I got them from, no, I didn't get these from there actually, I'm telling you fibs. I got these from a shop, I can't remember where. But yeah, I got these from a shop and they were in a sort of a pack of about 10 or 20, I think. But you can get them online as well, but they're just perfect for little thank you treats. And as I say, these are cute little treats. They open up, if I can do it without wrecking it too much, open up like so. So they're really simple to do. And then they just fold back up like so. And then this little flap goes in between there and they just close up just like so, and then you can just decorate them however you like. So they're not too thick for postage either. As you can see, I've gone with the ink colours that are staying for another year, so I think they're really lovely. But I have used the new style DSP that's coming, which I have shown you before, but it has varying different patterns. I have done one in centimetres, although this gave me the opportunity to show you something not to do. Don't score too hard because you'll just tear the paper. But yeah, this is my centimetre one. There's pretty much no difference to the size at all. But yeah, as I say, I scored a bit too heavy-handed on this one and just ripped it in a couple of places. So yeah, when you're scoring, don't be too crazy heavy like me. But like I said, this is made of perhaps centimetres. So all you need is a sheet of the 6x6 DSP, or 4 centimetres. It needs to be 15 on one side and then the full 15.2 on the other. And then we simply need to do some scoring. So whichever pattern you want to go with, it's entirely your choice. I think this looks like bumblebees. I know it's not, but to me they just look like bumblebees. Don't ask me where I've got that from. Okay, so on your first side, or for the centimetres, it will be the shorter side, so just the 15. You want to score at 2 and 4 inches, or 5 and 10 centimetres. We're then going to rotate and we're going to score at 2, 2.5, 4.5 and 5. And in centimetres that will be 5, 6.5, 11.5 and 13. As I said, don't score too hard. Once you've done that, we will going to fold and burnish our score lines. This is also just so it's easy for you to see what I'm doing as well in a moment. So fold and burnish. And like I say, these are super cute, so it's really easy to do. So you will have a square, a rectangle, a square, a rectangle, and then a larger rectangle. So you want the bit with the larger rectangle facing you. And then we're simply going to cut away down here to the second score line and just cut that away completely. And the same this side, and just cut that away as well. And then on your 4 squares that you've got left here, we're going to be going from the centre point of your square. So if you can see where we've got so you're going from this point here up to the outside, and then from this point down to the bottom. Okay, so we're just going to score and just make sure that your score line runs right to the corner. Don't ask me how I know, but if you cut it short or it's slightly over, it just won't work right. It has to go right to that edge. So right to that edge, and then right to the edge there. Then hold it so that, turn it so you have your inside facing you, and then where you've just scored, you want to fold it inwards. Okay, so it will then fold on itself, and then just score that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same with this side. So again, I just want that so that it folds across the back. And then I'm going to do exactly the same with this side. So you always want it to fold, if you like, in towards this centre panel here. That a crease. And then this one again, so my score line's here, so I want it to fold over this way. And then give that a little burnish. And then you see it's already taking shape, just like that. That's where your chocolate will sit. But you need to do something with this bit, because this is the same width as this, so it's not going to tuck in. So you've got two options. You can either use your trio punch, and it just fits to round those corners, which will also make it easier to fit. But you also want to then take just a very slight slither just to your first score line. Okay, so just literally just a slither. Okay, and then we're going to fold this up, so fold those bits up, put my chocolate in, and bring those pieces over. And then this just tucks in here. Now it is a little bit of a fiddle the first time, but once you've done it, it will then go in nicely. And there we go. So that's packaged up nicely there now. A little bit of a gaping bit there, but I think that's quite nice. And then I've swept my floor today and I've just knocked all those bits off from the floor, never mind. And then to decorate, so I've got some basic white here. I'm using this lovely Daisy Lane, which is one of my favourites. I do love this daisy, and I'm just going for the smaller one. And obviously I want to go with my paper and stick with all the same colours. So I've got Magenta Madness here. So I'm going to stamp one there and one there. In fact, while I've got this, I'm also going to grab the word smile from here too. And just stamp that down here. Perfect. Let's put that away. Okay, so I have my medium daisy punch here. So we're just going to pop those out. Okay, that's those two done. And then just a glue dot on the back of that one there. I'm going to line that one up over the top of this one. Not quite right, but it will be okay. Just twist the glue dot just a little. There we go. And then just one more on the back there, and that will just sit on the centre of my chocolate. I have my metallic pearls here, And I've got my gold ones. So I'm just going to pop a couple on the bottom there and one just at the top there, and then I'll just keep them to hand because I need to cut this out. And I did just do this freehand, so we'll see how well this goes. I always find when you're doing fussy cutting that you're best to move the paper, not the scissors. So I'm just really moving the card where I want it to go, and try and use the full length of your scissors as well. So I'm using the full length of the, I don't know, sharp edge. That sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? But I'm trying to look. Oh, I did do a bobbly bit. So I just kind of mimic where we're going with that one. And then all the way around here. And then, sorry, I went all quiet then, it's because I was concentrating. Can't do both. And then I just kind of weave up and down here for the, and there, if you can see, it just I don't know, I wouldn't consider myself an expert or even remotely good at doing this, because trust me, it took a few attempts, but it's worth doing because I just think it looks nice, and it's better than just a square of card. You know, if you were to just sort of cut it like that, it just doesn't look as nice. So yeah, so I've just popped a couple of mini dimensionals on the back here, and then it literally just sits across the centre of the flower, but I just think it looks a little bit nicer. And then finally one of my little gems to sit on the dot of the eye, and that's it. That's my no glue treat pouch. So yeah, hope you like them, and I hope you find them easy enough to make too. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Bye.